In 2003, I do remember seeing a whole bunch of commercials for James Mangold's film Identity. And when it came out on video and DVD, I remember going to video stores and video rental places. Yeah, I'm that old. And seeing Identity always on the racks. But it just kind of always swept under the rug with me. But a couple months ago, I bought it blindly because I was always interested in it. And considering who's in it, like the movie stars John Cusack, Amanda Peet, and Ray Liotta, and it's directed by James Mangold. Identity is one of those films where stylistically, it's one of his best things. And of course, what the movie is so good, what makes the movie really stand out, is it's like basically a big Agatha Christie whodunit sort of film. It has two parallel stories. Okay, the first one is about this mentally ill killer who is about to be executed, but 24 hours beforehand, there's going to be some sort of an appeal or whatever, and the psychiatrists are trying to put him in a mental institution instead of being just executed in prison. That's one story, okay? And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The other story is there's a group of these people, a bunch of complete strangers in Nevada, and there's this extremely brutal rainstorm, and they end up crossing paths at this remote motel. Now, yes, they all end up getting there just by chance, and there's a series of murders that end up happening. You have two different storylines, but the movie really does focus in on the motel stuff. And as the murders are happening, you think that you have it all figured out because, sometimes whodunit films can be predictable. But you think that you have all the Agatha Christie stuff figured out. You think that it's very predictable. But eventually, the rug gets pulled out from underneath you quite a bit. And eventually, it eventually does end up reaching a point where you really are fully invested, and all the stakes keep rising. And when you end up seeing the ties between the two stories, like the story with the killer going to be pardoned, and the story with the motel people, when you end up seeing both those things converge, it's just genius. Like, I loved the twists, and I loved the explanations behind everything that happened. It's so original, and it's not really confusing. It actually is easy to follow and super duper creative. I don't think that this movie as a whole is really a masterpiece, but yet again, I've only seen Identity once. Sometimes to really fall deeply head over heels for a film, sometimes it takes a couple of watches just to really get your feet wet and really just be so absorbed by everything. Sometimes that can happen, but still, I loved the majority of what this movie had. I liked everything, but in terms of love, yeah, there's quite a few bits where I was just like, man, that was awesome. The acting is really good. Like, of course, I knew that John Cusack and Ray Liotta were going to be really good, but Amanda Peet, she was a surprising standout. I thought that Amanda Peet was great in this. But aside from that, really everyone in this movie was super duper great. So I feel like giving Identity from 2003 3 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.